So we are now in Kuala Lumpur. I have some questions for you.
So what are you going to be asking me? So my name, you can call me Faye. I'm from England. We know each other in China.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Bilal. I'm from originally Afghanistan. I live in Finland and I'm 28 years old.
Salam alaikum. My name is Fiona. I'm from China. I'm 20 more years old.
It is, yeah, first time. I always wanted actually, but after COVID happened, we stayed inside, we couldn't leave, and after COVID, I decided to visit actually Turkey. But so I never really got the chance to visit. I went back to England. I remember you were saying you wanted to visit Malaysia. At that time, I had no plans to visit Malaysia. And then I came here, and then obviously you came here as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's interesting. First time I visit here. It's so multicultural. So many different kind of people live here, which is so interesting. I think it's amazing to hear the adhan as well, because in England you don't hear the adhan.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's some places you might, but I personally never heard the adhan. So here you don't need to look at your phone or time or anything. You just hear the adhan, which is great. Yeah.
So this is your first time come to Malaysia.
Yes.
How you feeling about it?
I like it a lot. I like the weather, the people, the food, everything is halal, Muslim country. Yeah, really nice.
So this is your first time come to Malaysia, right?
Yes.
How you feeling?
Well, I feel very normal because all the experience are very new to me, especially it's my first time to go abroad. Very interesting.
So do you like the food, Malaysian food, compared to England and compared to China?
I think for me, because I love meat, honestly, different kind of meat is always interesting. So it's very hard to say. But
you
in
must
England,
say.
I think if that, because in England we have so many different, obviously it's multicultural as well. I think I would have to say England.
Okay.
Yes.
England first, Chinese second, and Malaysian third.
I think it really depends where you go to, because in China also you can go to Western restaurants. For me, maybe I'm a little bit more reserved. Maybe I'm not so open about food. I mostly like Western style and maybe Middle Eastern style. But I think, it really depends on your taste. I like meat. So however the meat is made, as long as it's grilled, I'm good. Yeah.
I love that teh tarik as a drink is my favorite.
You
food.
don't like.
I don't like nasi lemak. Yeah. But it's just my taste. Yeah, but many people like it.
How about the Finland food compared to Malaysian food?
Malaysia. Finland is more like mild. They don't have much like salt or pepper. There's no much taste. They add ketchup so much because the food doesn't have taste. They eat a lot of fish, a lot of potatoes, but it's very bland.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would say it's the apple juice. The flavor is so authentic. Until now, I still remembered it. Really want to try it again.
Me too. I agree.
Actually, I did talk to my friend about it. It's an interesting place because I hear that Malaysia is growing, I think, in terms of the economy is good, and there are a lot of foreigners coming to Malaysia as well. I don't know about working. I think there's good business opportunity for people to do, because I'm not really familiar with their work, because I haven't looked into it so much.
Okay.
For business, I think it's good.
So do you want to find a wife here?
Who said I'm single? I'm single. Yeah.
Yeah, he is single. So if anyone like him, you can connect with me. My ins,
Yes, I mean, to be fair, I haven't looked that hard here. I've been focused on other things. So, I haven't really looked that, for
say that.
For a relationship that much. But I mean, I can never say no. I think it's very hard to say no to what you don't know. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. This will be a good place to live if you have family, especially if you're Muslim. This
Yeah.
is very good environment for your kids, for your wife, for yourself. It's easy to work.
Yeah.
You can go to Juma Friday prayer. Like you don't need to explain anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are still single.
Yeah, I'm
So-
still single.
So you can find a wife here,
Inshallah,
maybe.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Inshallah.
Okay. So.
If I have a chance or opportunity, I would be very glad to work and live there for a long time because I only stay in Malaysia for a few months and I only went to Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya.
Oh
Only two cities and other places blank for me. I know nothing about them. I really wanted to go to another places, cities, and visit their masjid. Yeah.
I remember that before you said you want to go to Middle East. So why you choose Malaysia?
My friend pushed me to come to Malaysia. They were saying, come here, and I kept saying, oh no, I can't. Even when I was in China, I said I'm going to come maybe. And then I went to England, and then I went to Istanbul. And but interestingly, I went to Middle East actually for one day. I didn't tell you because it was a transit. So I was coming from Istanbul. I went to Oman for one day.
How was it?
Very hot.
Hot than Malaysia.
Yeah, it was so hot, but it was so relaxing at the same time. People are just slow, chill.
Oh, but in Malaysia also.
In Malaysia, I think it's a little bit fast-paced here.
A little bit
Traffic,
faster.
yeah. Over there, no traffic.
How about Beijing?
I think Beijing is still the transportation. I think Beijing is better
Oh
transportation.
yeah, because they ride the motor. It's too annoying.
Yeah, the motorbikes. When you're sleeping, especially if your hotel is near the road,
Yeah.
you can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I come here first day. I think they are so good. They didn't,
Oh,
the
yeah, the horn, yeah.
Yeah, but later I found out maybe they
Right.
don't do this, but
Yeah.
another.
The engine, it doesn't even go fast as well. It's a slow motorbike, but too much noise.
Yeah, too much.
So I think Beijing is better for transportation. The roads are bigger, and it's very hard to catch the bus here. Did you get the bus here?
Oh, yeah.
No, right?
We have, but we come in.
Right.
So we said, can we pay for the cash? So we go out.
Same.
Yeah.
But luckily there was a guy, because it was raining, it was hard to get a taxi. I saw the bus. I said, do you take cash? He said, no. I said, do you take digital? They said, no. I was a little bit annoyed. I was like, you don't want people to take the bus. That's what I was thinking. And there's some local, he said, I'll pay for you. So he had a
Yeah.
card. You have to have a special card to go on
Yeah.
it. So he paid for it. So that's how I go on it.
The local people, they are more warm because in Beijing,
Right.
everyone just.
Yeah, poker face. Yeah, maybe because it's a big city, too many
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And sometimes people don't want to bother other people. I think that's what it is. Everyone is more private in Beijing, I think. They don't
good
want
side.
to get into other people's business because they don't know you. But here, I think it's more open.
How about England?
I think here's more open. Definitely, people are more open here. They're more willing to help you. Because I think here it's all about family, connection, community, very warm people. I guess that's why you see so many different people here, for example.
Yeah.
It's more warm, I think.
Yeah, that's.
Beijing compared with your hometown?
I think it's very hard to say because I only stayed in Beijing when I left for a few months. And maybe I didn't travel a lot when I was in Beijing. Most of the time it was working. But I can tell you other cities in China, like I was in Nanjing, for example, and Nanchang. Especially in Nanchang, people are so warm. They'll say hello to you, they want to take pictures with you.
That makes sense. In big city, people.
Different.
I think the mood is different because they are always around other people too. Also because they have to work hard maybe. Because when you're in a big city, you have to work very hard.
And
You don't have time.
every day.
Exactly, so tired, so they don't have time for anybody. Smaller cities, they have time for people. Maybe they haven't seen anybody like you, so they are more open.
Curious.
They're curious, they're curious, more open,
Compared to Finland, so how are you feeling about Malaysia?
I like the people a lot here. Finland is more introverted. They're not that social, and here they are very open. It's very multicultural. In Finland, it's not that multicultural.
How was in Malaysia compared to China?
China. I think the most different thing is the vibe there. You know, it's very chill and laid back, and you can see people all have their smiles on their face. Just give you the sense of feeling very comfortable. Not like in China, especially the big cities, it's very hustle and bustle and busy, and you can see people all have their poker face on their face. Yeah, it's like they don't have souls, you know? Really, it's true, especially in Beijing, because I've worked there for a long time.
How about Yunnan?
Compared to Yunnan, there's so many differences, I think. Now, I feel like Malaysians are more enjoying their lives. I think some Yunnan people also like other Chinese people. They work very hard, even in the village. The barbecue shop, they work until 2 a.m. Right? They're so hardworking. Their life is not like Malaysian, you know, very relaxed.
In Malaysia, also the Indian restaurant.
Yeah, but it's not their major culture.
Chinese,
Right.
England,
Right.
and Malaysian Muslims. So what are they in common and
Right.
different?
I think it's culture because, you know, with Islam is a religion, a way of life. It's not a culture, right? So every culture is different. Like maybe you would like one culture more than the other. Maybe you would like the Muslim Malaysian culture, or maybe you would like the Muslim Chinese culture. England, I don't know about specific because England is a little bit quite different. It's hard to say. The only Muslims I really know from China is you guys. So maybe I'll give it to you guys then, yeah? I think
so-
Chinese Muslims are very warm. He's forcing me to say that.
So what is the same? Me and you
Yeah.
and the Malaysian Muslim.
I think we have similar values, like helping people, being kind, open, do what you want for yourself. As you know, if you want something for yourself, want for other people too, and very generous, very welcoming. But that's because that's what Islam tells us, right? Like even though we are different cultures, but we have similar value, right? So that makes us easily connected. Like if I go to Muslim Chinese or Malaysian Muslim, it's same value. Maybe a few things are different. Maybe how you eat the food, your food is different, but overall value is the same. So that's very
How is it different?
Yes.
Like Middle East countries, this is much more like multicultural than many Middle East countries. It has like also a lot of different religions. Buddha, like there are a lot of here, and Nepalese, Indian, a lot of Christians. Maybe more also tourism here than many Middle East countries.
Finland Muslim, Afghanistan Muslim,
Yeah.
and Malaysian Muslim. What's the common and the different?
I think it's, for example, in Finland and Malaysia, like their history and cultural, and also like architecture, like the Finnish, the Tatars that we mentioned. Yeah, the first Muslims.
Tatar,
Yeah.
yes, I used to study in Kazan, and that's also called Tatarstan.
Yeah, yeah. So those like Western cultures, they are still Muslims. That's the common. We know how to pray. We pray together. Very same, like the religion. We understand what's forbidden and what's halal. Don't need to explain to each other. Sorry, I cannot do that. I cannot eat.
Well, I think the most difference is something I've told you before. It's not really about Muslim problem. You know, the difference is between Malaysian and Chinese. Like I said before, Chinese is more hardworking. They don't really enjoy their life much, especially the leisure time. But for Malaysia, I still remembered when they pray, they gathered in the masjid to chat with each other or just to stay there, you know, doing nothing to relax themselves. So I think that's the most different things.
So which life do you like?
还用说吗？
But if you don't work hard, maybe You can get better life.
But I don't think they are not living a better life. I think for me, the most important thing is to live it at present. Not think about the past or the future, just enjoying now, enjoying the present. I think that's the most important thing.
Okay. That's your point.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, that's not my point.
Okay.
我正好相反。
You're living in the future, right?
Yeah, I'm living in the future.
I think the one thing everybody hates is traffic. If you go by taxi, I think, or driving, KL, I can't say Malaysia because it's big. I think that it's quite big. So because we're in Kuala Lumpur, I think traffic is terrible.
So this is a bad thing.
I don't think I have that many bad things to say, but I think you get good food option, especially in the malls. The malls are easier to eat. I like the malls more than the restaurants outside. Maybe this is another negative. I think they should improve the hygiene quality of restaurants on the outside area, like on the roads. Because many times I look at the food, I'm thinking, oh, that looks great. But the food is just open in the air, They need to cover the food with something. Maybe they can improve on the hygiene. If anybody was watching, I am very picky about it. That's why I know. You know me, yes. It depends the restaurant. If it's got good rating, good hygiene, or it's inside, it's clean. Yes, sure. And I say the people, generally speaking, the local here are very nice. Are very nice, and it's you can book hotels easily.
This is a good thing.
Yeah, and you can order food easily as well. They have different apps that you can use. You can order through the apps, similar like Meituan. Although I think the Chinese apps are a lot better. but
Okay,
still,
so this is one of 5 good things.
I think I said less, but those are the ones I can think about now. So
Bad
those
thing
are the-
3. Bad thing 3.
I don't say bad things or negative things. As I said, I mean, I love the masjids. They have beautiful masjids here. Beautiful masjids. I guess that's another positive.
Yeah. So,
And the adhan, I guess, is you hear the adhan as well. It's positive.
yeah, the whole city.
Whole city as well.
Azan.
Although sometimes I don't know why they do it before the adhan. They just in some places, not all of them, because I stay near. I hear the adhan. Before the adhan, they play the music, and then maybe after half an hour they go pray. And I say, why so early you pray? You play the music, and I think give people time to sleep, and maybe 20 minutes it should be enough. But it's okay, I guess. That can't be a negative. That's just an opinion.
The
Half negative.
yeah,
yeah.
good thing. So now,
Some nice malls. I mean, malls are interesting. Some good malls as well. The price is not too high, I guess. Especially if you eat local food, is very cheap. Unfortunately, I don't eat local food.
the fruits is so. Yeah. Have you eaten drink?
What kind of drink?
Drink.
During.
Oh,
During. Like what? Like during.
Durian. The
Durian. All right. Okay. Durian. I never had that before. Even in China, I haven't had it. Even now, I haven't had it. I've never had durian because I heard a lot of things. And I watched the cat video because I like cats and I watch a lot of cat videos. Have you seen the cat that smells the durian? And then the cat goes, oh no, right? So I said, if the cat doesn't like it, and many people, I'm not gonna try it. But I know there's a different kind of durian, right? There's a one that doesn't smell nice. Is it?
But
Is it?
just
Or am
to-
I wrong?
Just get the cheap one. It's so
Right.
sweet, but
Right.
the expensive one we have tried. It's a little
Bitter.
bitter.
Bitter. I've not
Bitter.
tried it. I've not tried it.
Okay.
So maybe I should try it. I don't know and see how
Okay.
it goes. I think that's all I have for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
For me, the advantage is the weather because I've lived in Finland.
One, the weather.
It's very dark, very cold, and for a long time. And here it's very sunny, and throughout the year it's pretty much the same. The second one is for me or for us and your viewers who are Muslims. It's the religion. The main religion here is Islam, so it's easier to live here as a Muslim compared to there. The third one is the business because I've noticed many in Malaysia, especially in here Kuala Lumpur, many are entrepreneurs and the business people, even if they don't have successful business, many of them have business, and it's quite sunnah. The Prophet ﷺ, he used to be a businessman. His first wife, who was very influential, was also business person, and business teaches a lot of like leadership lessons. For I like the food. Yeah, very different. It's much more like spicy compared to Finland. It doesn't have like much taste. 5, I like they know and they use a lot of English here. So if you're a foreigner or you want to come here, visit or live here, just by English you can pretty easily like live and find work and work. In Finland, like the main language is Finnish. It's quite different from English, and many workplaces they regard that you speak Finnish. It's not that multicultural.
Okay, how about the disadvantages?
The one we shared was that there is not traffic. Sorry, there is traffic. Yeah. And it's not walkable city. Yeah, very difficult if you want to go by walk to work or any place.
And second,
Now.
uh-huh,
Now.
Ah,
it's
smell.
good for him.
Yeah?
It's just not good for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you like it.
For me, it's not that big difference. But in Singapore, it was much stronger. Yeah.
Much
But yeah, yeah,
stronger.
everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. I love Malaysia, so it's very hard to answer the disadvantages of Malaysia.
Oh, how to find the location?
Some of like the apps that we use, like Grab, taxi app a lot.
Oh,
It's
yes.
yeah, to finding a location is quite difficult. But
Okay.
those are small like disadvantages.
Okay, advantages is very easy to say. First is their vibe. There is very chill and people are very nice. Everyone is so warm-hearted and helpful. And the third, the food there, because I think Malaysia is like very international place. They have different kinds of halal food, like from Japan, Korean, so many different places. So we can try the halal food from different places. That's very good. Fourth, I think the culture there is very diverse and lenient. Yeah, it's open to everyone. Like the Buddhism.
They just pass like the masjid and they stand there and watch inside.
Yeah, very nice. And also Chinese culture. And the fifth, the environment is so green, you know, very good for our health and body.
Disadvantages.
The first one, very personal because I am a walking person. So I really need to walk, but the transportation is not very suitable for people to walk. Some places don't even have a pause for the walking man. So I think that's the most disadvantages in Malaysia. And the second,
Maybe the motorbike.
yeah, the noise is a little bit big because the motorbikes. And the third, maybe it rains so abruptly, very heavy and abrupt. It just comes very suddenly. So sometimes it can cause trouble if you don't take an umbrella or something. Fourth, sometimes it's a little bit hard to find a way. Even if you are using Google Map or anything else, it's really hard to navigate because they have different roads and it's like a 3D, you know? Even it's on the same direction, but you mean on a different road. So sometimes it's hard for me to find the right way. And the last one,
Okay, it's hard to think.
it's really hard.
Maybe because we just stay like half month, so we haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, just 4. It's enough.
Yeah, it's enough. I already 绞尽脑汁了。
Do you need a summary of this video?
So yeah, this is an interesting meeting, and Guy, obviously, this is the first time you've seen me, obviously, but it's good meeting you, your fan base, and I don't know if we're going to be doing more videos, but it's nice to be on the channel.
Maybe we should stop here. Okay, thank you.
No worries, no
Thank you,
worries,
my
no
friend.
worries, no worries.
Say salam to my friend.
All right, Assalamualaikum, guys. All right,
Okay, thank you.
all right.
Okay, bye. See you
Bye,
later.
bye.
Do you want to say something to my viewers?
Now the Ramadan is starting, so Ramadan Kareem for everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Really nice to meet you. Nope.
Okay.
Okay, finish here. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks
Maybe.
for watching.